everybody, welcome to Tourism in Action. Today it's another adventurous program. We're off to South Rivers to see the waterfalls. When we come back, you can share our adventure with us. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Diane. Good morning, viewers. We are now at the trail of the South Rivers, going up to the South Rivers waterfall, and it's an exciting trip. And when you get there, and you will see what a beautiful sight. Also, we are in a unique ecosystem. We are on the largest freshwater river in St Vincent, and we get quite a lot of hydroelectricity from this river. So this area is an area of economic importance to St Vincent and the Grenadines. So this is an area that we should really promote it for even more economic activities, where we could have people visit the farm and visit the waterfalls, and all the farmers in this area look at their culture, see the bird life, and we have the endemic St Vincent parrot, found nowhere else in the world, the endemic whistling warbler, found nowhere else in the world but St Vincent, and the St Vincent black snake, found nowhere else in the world.
Well, I can't wait for our trip to begin, and I hope we meet at least a few of those things along the way. So should we start our journey?
Yeah, we can start the journey now.
We've had about 20 minutes of hectic hiking, and we've come across a great big flat pasture. Take a look at the back there. And now we're about to enter the treed area.
The Bloomahoe plantation.
The Bloomahoe plantation, that's what it's called?
Yeah.
Fantastic. How much longer is our hike?
Okay, we have another 45 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a good job I'm fit, isn't it? Okay, what would we see when we go through there?
Okay, when we go through the forest plantation, we will see another river, another plantation of Bloomahoe, and a plantation of Carapagaianensis,
right,
which is an indigenous species here in St Vincent and most of the other Caribbean islands.
Okay.
And we cross the river again and into natural forest.
Okay.
Then we walk for another 20 minutes and we get to the fall.
Fantastic. I can hear the parrots squawking up there. You think we might meet any?
Well, here is one of the best spots to see parrots. If we just relax for 10-20 minutes, we will see parrots flying over. And this time of the year, you will see less parrots flying around because it's the breeding season too.
Okay.
This is an ecological sensitive area for all of our endemic species. And this pasture, especially this big pasture, is where you could come on a very hot, sunny day to see the black snake sun its skin in the forest.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready to
And here you can hear the St Vincent parrot in the wild.
Oh yes, we just heard him squawking.
Yeah, so.
You ready to continue our hike?
Yeah, well, we can continue now.
Okay, let's do it. we've been to, this one has got to be the most adventurous. We literally had to cut a path through the woods to get here. There was no path, and that gentleman over there, he was the one that made it possible for us. I'll take you across and introduce you to him in a minute. Now, just to show you some of the adventure along the way, take a look at those rocks. We probably had to go across the river maybe about 6 or 7 times, and each time we had to battle away, climbing across mossy rocks, climbing through the river, up banks, and it was wonderful. You know, sometimes it's nice to go to places where a nice, neat little track is laid out, but other times, you know, it's simply fabulous to create your own path. Now, it's my absolute delight to show you this waterfall. I know a lot of you won't know about it, and I've got to admit, I only recently found out about it myself. It's quite unique in that it's kind of hidden a little bit behind the rock. You can just get a little glimpse of it. And if you take a look under there, there's sort of like an underground cavern. Now, I'm going to go exploring in a while. I'm going to go take a little swim, and I don't think I can take you under there, but I'll come back and describe to you what I see. Now, the others are already in the pool, and they seem to be having a glorious time splashing about, and that's where I'm going to be heading in a while. But before I go, I just want to have a few more words with Mr. Springer, because he's the gentleman that pushed us through the woods to get here. That was quite an adventure, wasn't it?
Yeah, a very good adventure. When you come into this fall, you need to walk with a first aid kit, a torchlight, some match, just in case of any incident. You need to have everything. Also, even a little stretcher, because you have to cross the river many times. Someone could fall and damage yourself. So you have to make sure, take all the necessary precautions, and make sure you have a very good preparation to come to this fall. It is very nice, it is very unique. It have maybe 2 visitors from outside South Rivers every 10 years, which is good for the environment. No litter. It is on one of the main Connery River springs, and this is really a unique fall. And on the way we hear quite a lot of parrots and other birds and wildlife. And our river here is also rich with aquatic life. So you come into a real healthy river that comes directly from the mountain.
Tell the viewer about what you specifically do with the forestry department, because I know you're talking about wildlife at the moment.
Okay, I'm in charge of the wildlife protection aspect of forestry for the time being, and very soon we will be conducting the St Vincent parrot census as well, which I am organizing and coordinating for the time being also. And in the very near future, we will have even more people come to this trail. I also have contact numbers. I could bring people here on weekends. I have an email address, springball@vincisoft.com. So if you want to come here, you email me. Only on weekends though, because on public holidays, because during the week I work and I don't want to spare any time for coming to the waterfall.
You seem to be a man who loves the outdoors. Do you take absolute delight and pleasure doing all these treks like we've done? I mean, for us it's new. You know, since coming back to St Vincent, I've suddenly find myself going places I've never been, and I love the adventure. But for you, this seems like an everyday activity for you.
Okay, for me, coming to the fall is very easy. It's no problem. I could just take my bag on my back, leave my home, and just walk up to the waterfalls. In a very short time, I will be here having a nice bath. And when you walk in the outdoors, these are some of the things that you enjoy during your walking time. So also it is very good to bring Millennium TV, and I must thank them also for having me featuring on their program at this time. Thank you.
I promised to tell the viewers the name and meet the person who helped us out, that gentleman over there. He was cutting a path through the woods for us. What's his name?
Lanford Nimblett, and he worked with forestry maybe for the last 16 years or so. So he's one of our workers who dedicate his life to help in order for forestry to achieve their goal and objective in this watershed, in conserving, protecting and preserving this environment for the people of St Vincent the Grenadines.
Wonderful. Well, you've already had a dip and it's my turn. Everybody else already in there. So I'm going to go take a dip and then we'll come back and describe to the viewer, you know, what it feels like, and try and encourage a few of them to come up here.
Okay, on a day like today when it is cloudy, the water will feel like a little bit of ice water. But it's very healthy for you to come and have a nice cold bath.
Well, after an hour's hiking, it really doesn't matter, does it?
No, because you're already warm up, so you need to cool down now. And you get to the waterfall where you cool down.
Wonderful. Okay, well, let's do it. To be dragged out of the water. It is so beautiful, but I have to warn you, it is freezing cold. Now, I'm completely used to it because I've just come back from a cold country, but for those of you who are not, I've got to warn you, watch out. When you come up here, you will find a little bit colder than what you're used to. Now, halfway through the pool, I'm still able to stand, but the rest of it is very, very deep, so watch out for that. Now, I'm really sorry that I can't take the cameras any closer, because once you swim out to that point and you have a look around the corner, the most amazing, glorious sight greets you. The waterfall is so beautiful. So that's a teaser for you. You have to come and see it for yourself, because unless you come and go around that corner, you're not going to know it for yourself. So regretfully, we've got to leave now, and we're going to go continue our hike. It really is an adventure, isn't it? Because we came out today thinking that we were going to look for waterfalls, and then lo and behold, here we are having a look at a petroglyph. That's one thing I do like about St Vincent, the fact that there are all these little hidden treasures all around, isn't there?
Yeah, but our people are not taking care of our hidden treasures. We lack that bit of education. We need to educate our people how important these things are to us, especially if we want to develop a proper tourism package. When you come to South Rivers, the Connery watershed, there's quite a lot to see, and you can actually come here and spend a whole day. And also you could come here and spend a month. You could enjoy the culture of the people. You cook your macaque broth and your crayfish and callaloo, your goat water by the riverside. And there's so many things to do in this area. So we just need to sell it as a package, really. There's old arrowroot factory, old sugar factory here that we could look at also. There's artifacts that we need to check out and protect and preserve for future generation, and also we can sell them as part of the tourism package and introduce user fees and so forth, so to help build the people in the community. With some of our export crops are in real serious trouble these days. We need to look for alternative, and if we think seriously about tourism, diversify our economy around tourism, we need to develop all these aspects.
Well, it certainly has been a fascinating trip, and one I've thoroughly enjoyed every single second of it. And I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you very much for bringing us out today. And I believe, that we're going to have many more of these trips in the future. This is just one of many. So thank you once again.
Okay, I'm willing to help you, although I have a busy schedule these days.